we're going to use some drugstore stuff today just to kind of change things up a bit. So this is called Liquid Camouflage. She is dirt cheap at the drugstore. I think it's $3.99. And it's actually great because if you have tattoos or really bad acne, this is a waterproof, sweatproof. It's by Catrice Cosmetics. I'm going to put it right here. See, look at when I'm facing natural light, you can literally see everything. This is so exciting. And I'm going to put this on my lids and kind of blend it in. I'm also, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up my other compact here, and I'm going to put her maybe like right here so that I can see what I'm blending. That way I can look here and I have like a large mirror in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to grab this brush. This is from It Cosmetics. This is number 006W. I don't know. It's a great one for concealer. And to make your concealer a little bit more not as sheared out, a little bit thicker looking, just stipple it on with like a really soft dome brush like this. These are great. And I literally just washed all of my brushes, cleaned everything, reorganized my office, and I feel like I can come in here and be super creative, which is just, it's like the best thing ever. Okay, so lids are done. And then, hi Christina, it's makeup time. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with the Morphe Jefferee Star Palette. This is like such a hard mouthful to say. Some of my eyeshadow palettes, I'm like, this is a lot of names in one palette. I always have a hard time with some of them. I also really like, I might play with this one tomorrow. This is the Anastasia Nirvana. And when I organized my makeup, I found this one. And I was like, wow, that's a fun one. So I've got lots of fun stuff to play with. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. By the way, I've been really liking this product. I feel like I need to bake in the morning and then just retouch this throughout the day. But I noticed that if I very lightly set with this one, which I did the other day, it gives you a really clean, light base for me to play with my eyes. And I barely need any, but it's almost like a gel powder product. It's really interesting. I like it. It's really nice. Okay. So I'm going to go into this palette and I want to play with some wild color. I've got my rainbow brick wall behind me. So I'm going to start with 1985. This is a nice little nude neutral color. And actually I'm going to grab a smaller crease brush. I don't know why I grabbed that larger one. And I'm going to pop it in my crease. Just like that. I use windshield wiper motions, and then I just kind of put it in the outer corner. What is everyone up to today? I heard some people were like hiking and stuff, but where I live, they're really, the cops are really getting on people for getting out, so the quarantine is really serious where I am. And they're actually giving out bloody tickets to people. I can't believe it. Now I'm going to go into Channel. And it's kind of like a rusty orange color. This is really cool. I'm going to put it in just like that, this outer area. And then I'm just going to blend. For those of you that don't know, I love playing with color because when I have harp gigs and events, I kind of have to keep it like glam and neutral or make it accent whatever color gown I'm wearing. But The rest of the time, I love having bright colors, and I've really gotten into bright colors. By the way, if you're interested, the James Charles palette is on sale on the Morphe website for $20. And there's a code on the website for free shipping as well when you spend $60. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I just wanted to let you know if you want like a fun colored palette, that's a really fun one. But I literally have like an insane amount of eyeshadow palettes. So I think what I'm going to do is do a video maybe this coming week on all of the eyeshadow palettes that I own, because I think people would be interested in watching that. And I can like review them and talk about them. Okay, so that's pretty blended out, and I want to add in this bright lime. It's not lime green. It's called Nate. But it's like a aquamarine color. And I'm just gonna go ahead and keep using my crease brush. The thing about these types of eyeshadows is make sure that when you get into the brighter colors that you tap off the excess. And I'm going to pop it just in this crease area, in the inner crease. Right about there. If you don't add those base colors, it gets all muddy and they don't blend well. So that's why I had to start with those other boring colors first. I actually really like this color. I did it, I wore it as an eyeliner, and that was super fun. And we're just gonna keep on building this color up. Do, 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 do. And I'm going to do kind of like a really fun purple and green eye is what I'm going to do today. Just because I got nowhere to go and I really want to play with colors. I feel like I'm getting better as I blend and do my brighter colors. I used to be like really, really scared of brighter eyeshadows because they are scary and some of them are really hard to blend. So I always kind of blend in circular motions out. So like here. And I use like the windshield wiper motions. So that's like my trick. And if I'm doing bright colors like this, I always do my eyes first, and then I'll kind of just clean up if I need to, and then do my face. By the way, this color is popping. She's party. What do you think? Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a clean brush. And I'm just going to set those aside. And I'm going to grab this brush from Mascara Beauty. This one is the Eyeshadow Everything brush. It's like $18. She's so cool because you've got this really nice dense crease brush, and on this side, I mean, they're both kind of like for the crease, but this one right here is amazing for packing on bright color. This is like, it's such a pretty brush too. I love that it's like, we have this really pretty like rose gold design, and it feels so like pro, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go into this crazy color right here. The name of this color is Pink Fleet. Yeah, what I like about this brush is it literally picks up color and it like keeps it on the brush. So I want to play with like a Barbie color. And I'm just going to pack this right onto the lid. Again, this is called Pink Fleet. Oh my gosh. Yes. And I'm just going to very softly blend it into the green. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. My eyeshadow reminds me of Barney. Am I right? Totally Barney. Although Barney's a little more purple, huh? It's okay. But yeah, that's why I really like this brush if I'm packing on like color, because I don't get fallout with this brush and it just packs it in for me So I'm blending it a little bit into the green, and it's creating like a really nice purple color. Do you see that? Look at that. Let me pop just a little bit more right here. And a little bit more right there. This is a really interesting color because it's like a neon purple, but it also has like a pink tone to it. Like you can totally tell that it has like a pink base to it. She's pretty. Okay, so now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of, let me see, Mogul. I'm not sure how you say it. It's kind of this deep, it's like an eggplant. No, it's kind of like an eggplant color right there. And I'm just flipping my brush to the crease side. So here's the two colors. You can see how they're sister colors, but a little bit different. This is on the purple tone, and I'm gonna put this right in the outer crease right here and tap it in like that. So it kind of still plays with that purple. Okay. And it just kind of blends them in. Like that. Okay. Also, if you have any fun eyeshadow suggestions, please let me know, because I'm down for like a fun challenge, you know. And then in my crease area, brow area up here, I'm gonna use his color. It's called Designer Label, and yeah, it's this one right here, and it's like these up here. These are all shimmers, but this one's kind of like a khaki shimmer, but it has like a silver base in it. So I'm just gonna use yeah, it's like a golden khaki color. She's pretty. Ooh. Because I just want like a pop of shimmer, but nothing like, I don't want it to be like too bright. Under the brow. Okay. Do, 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 do. So you can see it's got like a nice sheen, and there's like a little bit of shimmer, but like it's not like wild. He also has this really pretty pink one. I'm gonna take that pretty pink one, and it's called 2. And I'm going to pop it right in the middle of the eyeball, just to add a little bit of pop. I don't want it to all look matte. So the trick is, if you want to like lighten up your eyeshadow, just put it right where your iris is. Just find your iris and your pupil and pop it just right there. Don't put it anywhere else. Just kind of leave it right there where the brush lands. And it just adds like a nice pop of light to your eyeshadow, which I think it kind of needs, because then it adds dimension if you're doing like matte colors like this, and then when you're outside, the light will catch it, and it kind of adds like more depth and dimension to the eyeshadow. Okay, so we're gonna close this up, and I'm going to very quickly grab a makeup remover wipe. Because if you look, I got a little bit of pink and purple under here, just like barely any, but I just want to clean it up before I go in. And today I'm going to use a drugstore foundation. I'm going to use a Wet n Wild foundation, but I'm still going to use my mascara brushes because I think they're like the bomb.com. So I'm just going to use my 30-second hack brush. And before I do that, I'm going to use the Flash Cosmetics. You can buy this at Ulta, and It has this iridescent unicorn kind of like light to it that's blue toned. And what that does is, I'm going to grab a little primer brush. What that does is it, you can kind of see in the light how it kind of changes, but it actually brightens up your face. So it adds like a little glow to your face underneath your product. So it's kind of cool. It's like a unicorn primer. This is the nice thing about rearranging all my makeup and changing all my office stuff, is I found some stuff that I haven't used in a while. And I'm like, well, I have the products. I got to use them, right? So if you have kind of like a dull skin or dry skin, this is a great primer because it'll just add like this glow to your skin. You can already see it. See it? And it's not like expensive at all. I think this was maybe, I think it's like $10 or $11 at Ulta Beauty, and the brand is Flush. You can see it right there. Now I'm going to grab my 30-second hack brush, and I'm going to shake up this foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Soft Beige. That's my color. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I almost never wear other foundations, but I'm like, if I'm not going anywhere and I've got all these other products, I gotta use them up. So what I like about this foundation is it has this like little applicator. Gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. This foundation, okay, there's something about the smell of drugstore foundation that I do not like. And I don't know why, but this one smells weird. So do a couple of my other. It's just like the drugstore. Hold on, I've got this little hair I'm trying to get out there. Got you. Drugstore foundations always have this like this metal smell to their products, which is super sketch, but whatever. And then I'm just going to stipple this on. So it's nice because this type of brush is good for other brands. You know, it's not just for mascara. I had one customer and she bought the brush before she bought other products, and she likes to use it for her other products too. And she uses this brush to apply her self tanner to her face, which I've never done. And I told her that she's just a genius. But I like that we have like a brush that is great for more than one brand, you know. But I thought she was a genius. She bought it just for her self tanner, and I was like, oh my gosh, never thought of that. Okay. So you can see how beautifully that blended everything in. And this is a good like popular drugstore. You know, Wet n Wild is pretty popular out there. And I just want to bring it behind my ears. My earrings, by the way, are, these are from Carly Jean Los Angeles. They're really fun. Because I do have a lot of earrings, and then people ask. Bam. It's like all blended in. This is a great brush for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of that Camouflage Concealer. And I like concealer here. I like it down the bridge of my nose. And I like it on my Cupid's bow and a little bit on my forehead. So this is generally the areas that I highlight when I'm doing my makeup. And then the cool thing is I can flip over to this pointed end. Oh, clean brushes. It's like the best thing ever. And then I can literally just blend. And just kind of tap it in. Very lightly. And you can see how this just blends everything in really well. thought that I was going to go brighter and bolder for my eyes, but I guess this is pretty bold. Purple and green. I'm definitely going to call this my Barney inspired makeup. Or I guess it could be like 80s disco Barbie too. That was kind of like the thing too. Like, remember in 13 Going on 30, she has that one eye makeup that's like pink and purple and all crazy at the dance. I think it was in the dancing, and she has that like wild lime green and purple dress that's like ridiculously awesome. I would wear that. Okay, and then for bronzer, what I'm gonna do is I have so many fun powder bronzers. So I'm just gonna use let me see. I'm gonna use this one. This is from Arbonne. Arbonne has really good clean products. So I like this one. And then I'm just gonna grab a little bronzer brush. This is like a powder one too, and I'm gonna swirl it in. And I'm just gonna put it here. So if you don't have cream products and you're doing drugstore, you want to start out in the temple. Find the temple and drop a finger down and then go down if you have a heart-shaped face like me. So that's what I do also for a lot of brides if they don't want cream products. And it's a great way to kind of, it lifts your cheekbones up because you're putting that shade and depth underneath your cheekbones. And it literally, look at how, see how it just, bam. It just gives you, it's like a cheekbone, instant cheekbone surgery. And then I always bring bronzer along my jawline. It's kind of fun playing with all these other fun products. And then I just take it across my hairline and then just kind of blend it out into the temples. So it's pretty easy. And then if I want to contour my nose very slightly with a powder product, I'm just gonna take a flat angled brush. This is the Morphe M432, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that product and take it straight down the nose, so right here. And then I like to bring it up here, and then I like to take it down and under. So not contoured, contoured. See the difference? So you can do this with powder products too. I personally think that anyone can do this. It's not that hard. And if you want it to be skinnier, you can take it and blend it in. See how I'm blending it in just a little bit more? It's like an instant nose job. And then here's the trick. Take your foundation brush, whatever you were using before, and very gently stipple over that product. And what the liquid does is the liquid kind of diffuses that powder product and makes it look airbrushed. So that's how you can contour your nose with a powder product. It looks good, doesn't it? I love that I can do this with other things, you know, not just be stuck to one or two items. So this is good for like mostly drugstore stuff. Like I feel like I got like a good base on. Now for blush, I have the entire Disney collection. Let me show you these. These are just absolutely breathtaking. This first one is called Coronation Day, and it is not Rapunzel. It's wait, is this one from Rapunzel? No. This is another Disney princess. Oh, you know what? This is Sleeping Beauty, I think, because Rapunzel's this one. Wait. Yeah, this one's Sleeping Beauty, Aurora. So hers is like a highlighter. This is Rapunzel's. Rapunzel's is called Floating Lights, and it's this gorgeous bubblegum pink. I have Belle's, which is, this is Enchanted Mirror. I really like this blush. It's absolutely breathtaking. Cinderella's is called Horse in a Carriage, and this is a gorgeous silver highlighter, but it has like a champagne undertone. And then this is Kissing a Frog. This is Princess Tiana's, and hers is this really beautiful one. But I think I'm going to do Cinderella's Carriage for highlighter, and then I'm going to use Belle's Enchanted Mirror. So I'm just going to take, this is a Sigma F40 blush brush, and I kind of just stipple it lightly, and you want to tap off the excess. The one thing I will say about the Disney collection is they did a beautiful job on creating a nice depth of colors, like the bright, the more neutral, the more taupey color, and I like that they had different highlighters. So this is what her blush looks like. I think it's beautiful. Again, you just want to tap off the excess, and what I'm doing is I just kind of find the outer portion of my eye and just press it up into my temples, but I'm not going up. See how I'm keeping it just in this area? So if you're a heart-shaped face, this is the best way to apply your blush. And oh gosh, this color is gorgeous. I love it. But yeah, I also just love the design of these, and these all came with their own special lip colors as well. So I'm also going to use Cinderella's Horse and Carriage highlighter. This is the Real Techniques brush, and what I'm going to do is very lightly press into it, and I like to just not contour, highlight my nose here and just on the edge, kind of blur it. I'm going to put some right here. The one thing I will say is this is a pretty what's the word? Blinding highlight, okay? So if you're looking for a good highlight, I feel like this is even better than Becca's Champagne Pop. And then what I do is for the nose, just to kind of diffuse it, I just go back to my foundation brush and I kind of just press it in, and I'll just soften it just a little bit more and just put a hair left over from the brush back onto the nose. So it kind of just diffuses everything, it softens everything, and oh man, I'm obsessed. This is so pretty. It's so fun playing with products. And then for my lips, I'm going to use, this is YSL in Rouge Volupte in number 13. And it's kind of like a muted pink. The one thing I love about this particular lipstick is it's very hydrating. And I just exfoliated my lips, and for a lip mask, okay, I gotta show you this. I found these at Target in the clearance rack. They were like $1.98, and they're these little lip masks that you just put over your lips. You leave it on for about 10 minutes. I put them in the refrigerator before I use them, and I have the most hydrated lips. So that's what I did this morning, like half an hour before I did my makeup. I left it on for like 20 minutes, and I was getting my backdrop up and stuff, and my lips feel so hydrated. And I used the Lane lip mask at bedtime, the Lush Lip Scrub. I swear by those. It's so good. And then I just want to add a bright pop of color. So this is Buxom Lip Gloss in the color Kelly. Yay! It's cute. She's cute. And it's kind of like a brighter pink. So, see, this is regular, and then with the lip gloss, it just adds like a little pop of color. Just like that. It's so pretty. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back under my eyes, and I just want to kind of finish the under eye area just a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a a little under eye brush. I really like these pencil brushes. They're good. This is the Morphe M431. I noticed that even when I sanitize them completely, they still get stained a little bit, but I don't really care. And I just want to add like a fun pop of color. So I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to use this one right here. It's called Don't Know Her. It's kind of like a raspberry pink. So you can see it just adds like a fun pop of color. I'm going to add a little bit more out here. Just to kind of finish off the eye, I just think a little bit of pink is fun. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that pink fleet, which is that pinky purple. And I'm going to put it in just this outer third area. And then I'm just going to take my crease brush. And this still has product left over on it, and I'm just kind of just blending that outer area into a little V. And I went up, to see how I went up and out just like a little bit. Just a tad. And then what you can do is, if you need to clean it up and make a nice straight line, just grab a pointed brush. I'm just using my mascara one, and then I can kind of just clean it up under. Well, hello, Miss McKenna. I'm playing with bright colors. Got my new office setup all done. It's so fun. And then what I'm going to do now is for the inner corner, I'm going to go back into this pink one called 2. The top of his line is "Welcome back to my channel," which is what Jefferee always says at the beginning of his videos. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to use 2, which is that gorgeous, it's a gorgeous frosty pink. It's also what I used right on the lid. Oh my gosh. Oh, he did so good on this palette. Are you kidding me? So good. Ooh, so pretty. See? Oh my gosh, it just like opens up your eyes. It's a really nice palette. And then for my face, just to kind of keep everything glowing and illuminating, I'm going to use the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. It's a very fine setting spray, and it has that iridescent finish that the Flash Primer has, which is nice. It's super fine, and I drowned myself in it. It's a really nice smelling primer too. Does it work that well? Honestly, I can't really tell. I feel like if it's hot, I still sweat with this one. So what I would do is layer this with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, just to be honest. But if it's a day like this and I'm not really running around and doing much, or if I'm just going to church, sometimes I'll just use this one. But I love that it has that unicorn packaging. It's so fun. And then the last thing that I always do is add a little bit of mascara. If I want a little bit of liner, which I could do just like a hair. Just a hair. It's really hard to talk and do eyeliner. But man, nailed it. Sometimes I have good eyeliner days. Just to add a little bit of depth, I do have a lash lift, by the way. So if you look closely, my lashes are tinted. But what I do is generally, if I do just a little bit of mascara, I sometimes do with a look like this. This is a Senegen's non-waterproof mascara. This is a great one for the lashes. It's a nice wand. And if you like that kind of like lengthened eyelash look, this is a great one. And I'm not going to put them all the way on my lashes, just on the ends, just a little bit. I really don't need it. I'm just adding just like a hair on the top outer portion of my lashes. Just like that. Just a pop. This turned out so cute. Like in a cute way. Like, oh, but this backdrop makes me just want to play with so many wild colors, and it's so fun. I'm obsessed. I really like how I did my makeup. And then another thing I'll do throughout the day is I do like this in my bag if I'm out, which obviously we're in quarantine, we can't go anywhere. But this is nice to have in my bag and just to kind of touch up my product. And it's a huge mirror, as you can see, so I can really just like see everything and just touch it up. And then for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Brow Wiz. This is my go-to. And I know everyone kind of has their own preferences. I've just used this for so long. And I just like the way that this product lasts. It doesn't run. If I get hot and sweaty, this stands the gel in here. It's a gel-based product. It just works really well for me. And then I'll sometimes just soften the edges. Just like that. And it just, look at the difference. Like eyebrow, no eyebrow. See? And I just kind of just fill in my own natural brow. And just follow the shape of it and go up just a hair above where my brows are. And then I just follow that shape. And just fill it in very softly. Just a little bit more product. And then I can just take my brush again, just kind of soften the edges. But yeah, it makes a big difference when I do my brows. Yeah, I like it. So there we go. That is my makeup for today. I love this. I just love that I have this beautiful natural light coming in, and I can use my backdrops, and it makes my makeup pop against it, and it's so cute. So anyways, mwah, thank you for watching. It's always fun, and I will see you another time. Bye, girls.